'59, early in the season, October. We're playing at Huddersfield Town, and two people came from this club, walked down the slope and asked me if I'd go to Liverpool. It was as blunt as that. And a few months later, it came to pass. That was it. I came here because I'd been to Liverpool. I knew that the potential was here, the crowd was here, and that was the chance I was looking for. This is similar to Glasgow, you see. I mean, I've seen Rangers and Celtic boys kissing the bus. This is the same, as I told you, the same kind of people as me and the people in Glasgow. Liverpool and Glasgow are similar. And this is just the passion of them. There was potential here. There was people here with the same kind of fervour as me. So I'm one of the people. I'm just one of the people that stands in the cup. They think the same as I do, and I think the same as they do. So that there was a kind of marriage of people that liked each other.
Just as Matt Busby had become part of Manchester's emotional life, a few miles away, Bill Shankly, another miner whose background was even further removed from big city experience, was about to prove that he and the city of Liverpool were made for each other. Liverpool, the club, were in the second division, but the new manager would change that.
I was here about, I think it was a year before Bill turned up, and it was a great thing to see him, because we were going nowhere, and they did the best signing they ever did when Bill arrived. The whole club changed, it started to vibrate. And of course, as you know, from that day on, everything started to move forward for Liverpool.
What do you think was the quality in Bill that caused him to have such an immediate impact?
Well, it was his great personality. This is something you either have or you haven't. And you're talking about the Bill Shanklys, the personality of the person shone as he walked along. He wasn't 5'8", which was his height. He was 6'4", and a beam shone out of him. And this is how you approached him, everybody. And of course, again, the other thing about him, he was a simple man. There was nothing pretentious about him. He was a simple man.
When Jock Stein entered club management 15 years after Busby and 11 after Shankly, he travelled no further than the east of Scotland. There have been suggestions that when Stein left his coaching job at Celtic Park in 1960 to manage Dunfermline, the Celtic chairman, Bob Kelly, was, in effect, sending him out to serve an apprenticeship before bringing him back to take charge of the Glasgow club. That is myth.
The Dunfermline job came up, and the chance for me to go then came. I thought that then Sir Robert Kelly thought that I had gone as far as I would expect to go with a club like Celtic. I was a non-Catholic, and maybe they felt that maybe I wouldn't achieve the job as manager, but I moved out to try and prove that I could be a manager.
Stein's capacity to effect instant improvement wherever he went showed when he saved Dunfermline from relegation, and more dramatically, when they beat Celtic in the Scottish Cup final. Once in management, Stein acquired experience at an astonishing rate, making Dunfermline the unlikely vehicle for his first foray into Europe. Valencia didn't enjoy Fife.
I'd never seen frost before, I don't think.
No.
And they didn't have rubber boots even. They had the leather boots, you know, and all come out with the gloves on, and psychologically they were weak
Gloves
before they
and
started. They
tights.
just didn't want to play.
They didn't want to play. They had a big coloured boy at centre forward. Waldo was it? Waldo. He didn't
Told
want
she was
to go.
watching him.
I mean, if it had been a league game, it'd been off. Certain.
Because Jock went into it thoroughly, and his instructions were to get them down in the frost as quick as possible. Let them taste it, you know. So once 2 or 3 of them went down,
half
that
the
was
ground
it.
is.
It was finished.
Melrose coming in. First take shot. Goal! 3-0. Edwards, Smith not putting Edwards offside. Here the keeper. First time shot. Goal! Oh, top goal. Probably when Thelma lead 5-1, and we've only been playing 35 minutes. He could bring you down to that size. Who do you think you are? You think you're an internationalist and that, you know, you think you're this, and then the next day you come in with a clean sheet. You start afresh. No manager can do that nowadays, you know, fall out with players because you've got to call upon them at any time, you know. So Jock always knew that.
Treat you like a man.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
Give you your place.
Of course he did, at all times.
And all of a sudden, Jane had said something about, look, this is your life, this is something you've got to do, you've got to face it. And I got this little bit of urge saying to myself, all right, yes, I think I'll try and go back. And I got this obsession again that Manchester United were going to the top.
Like everyone else, everyone thinks they'll do it, but we're all egotistical enough to think we can do that kind of job better than someone else. I didn't think that I could do it better than anyone else, but I felt I wanted to try, and I did try it in Fairmont.
It's the greatest thing in the world, natural enthusiasm. You're nothing without it. Nothing. If a manager is honest and he has this natural enthusiasm, I think whilst he can't go into the field with the players, he can convey it to the players. You understand? He's with them and they're with him, and they'll be successful.
Much of what is supposed to have been exciting and glamorous in the 60s was sham. But it was a thrilling decade in British football, and part of the excitement came from the accumulating evidence that Busby, Shankly and Stein formed a triumvirate of greatness unique in the history of the game. It was certain, however, that the remarkable standards they set would eventually create problems for them. For the football manager, an outstanding record can be a gun pointed at his own head.